Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash, the bonus to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, and to speckled bird Israelites that look like the heathen nations. To y'all, I say Shalom, and I also want to say Shalom to all you brothers and sisters that may be listening, learning, watching these videos, and to all you brothers that are out there on the highways and byways doing the work of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai these last days. And magnify the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. To y'all, I want to say Shalom. I'll come back at y'all with another quick video of the Karagma. Because I'm saying that word because I can't see, what it says on the screen. They'll take the video down and strike my channel. But yeah, man, we in this time, we in this time. So and I also want to mention this video is only for the Israelites, who the Israelites and who the world ignorantly calls so-called black, so-called Hispanic, and so-called Native American. This video is only for the Israelites and who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh, and who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. His name is Yahweh Shai. Basically, like I said, I wanted to come back and make a quick video about the Karagma. And this thing is not tarrying, and it's not 10, 15, 30 years from now. It's just in our lifetime. Now this is a site that I use pretty often called End Time Headlines. And as y'all see what it says right there, it says growing number of people embracing the concept of, the MOTB. It's gonna become a norm. It's gonna become something that's readily available, But the masses aren't gonna accept it unless, Esau, which is the so-called white nation, institutes, a manufactured famine, That's how people are going to be willing to take this charagma, or this incision. They're not going to take it, willingly for the most part. Everybody's not going to do that, But let's get this in Revelations, because this is what time we in, man. They're straight up telling you what they're doing and what they plan to do. Let's get this in the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life. I'm going to read verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand and in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's that have wisdom, let him have understanding, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. You see that? So it says he calls it, meaning he's gonna force into everybody. It don't matter what position of life you are in, what nation you are, whether you an Israelite, whether you a heathen, whether you rich, whether you famous, whether you in jail, whether you out of jail, that's what it says when it means bond. Bond means, you're in jail. But yeah, Esau is going to cause the masses to submit to taking the charagma or this implant inside of you, when there's a famine, when there's barely any food, and this is, like I said, this is becoming a norm. And, you got some false camps like IUIC, ISHPK, other various camps that say that it's MOTB is sin or philosophy. Hey, well, the Lord couldn't have given them the spirit of the ISOF, because, like I said, this is mainstream, This is mainstream. There's nothing you can really say as far as that goes against this, because it's mainstream now. It's what I was thinking in my head is, prophecy is basically, it's like normal now. Like it's not something that's far-fetched or something that you hear, you're like surprised or shocked. It's like, oh, well, dang, I heard that the other day. I heard somebody speaking about that. It's normal for you to hear about certain things now, Same thing as far as about the plague, C19, It's normal, man. It's normal for people to wear masks on their face. It's normal for you to hear about different strains of the C19. It's normal, That's because the Lord, said that these things will happen. You know, the Lord said these things have to come to pass before Yahweh comes back and he returns, man. You know, but let's get this in the book of Habakkuk. This ain't gonna be a long lesson. Let's get this in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and probably read verse 2, and I'm gonna read verse 2, and I'm gonna read verse 3. It says, "And Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, so that he may run that readeth it." What does that mean, write the vision? It means, break it down to the elect of the nation Israel. Break it down to them. It says, make it plain upon tables, meaning make them understand it. It says that they may run that readeth it, that they may get the understanding, so that they may start teaching and doing the same thing. And here's the point. This is verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry." You know? And this thing is not tarrying because, like I said, now this is on the mainstream news. Now this is being, put in front of your face. So basically, by them doing that, they're desensitizing you to it, making you think that it's okay, that it's acceptable, that who you call God, is down with this, and he's not. You know, he's not down with this. Because really, if you take the MOTB, man, which is this charagma, which she has in her hand, hey man, you're gonna be put to death. Let's get this in Revelation chapter 14. And it's really idolatry because going back to chattel slavery, when Jake was in chattel slavery, man, we still in slavery, we still in our captivity, but it's not the same type of slavery, right? It's different. But let's get this in was it Revelations chapter 14? Right, this is the judgment from Yahweh Shema Shah, right? It says this is what's gonna happen to you if you take it. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand," which is that charagma. This is not talking about no sin, no philosophy. How you gonna receive sin in your right hand or your forehead? That don't even make any sense. It ain't spiritual, man. It ain't spiritual. You know. It says, verse 10. It says, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture." It says, "Into the cup of his indignation, and he should be tormented with fires and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, who is Yahweh Shah." Right? And that fire and brimstone is not talking about a place called hell underground. It's talking about when them thermonuclear missiles hit the earth, man, and hit Babylon, which is America. You know, and various other parts of the world, missiles are going to hit. But the main place that's going to be completely destroyed is America. Um, if you take that, man, that's what you're gonna take pride of, man. You're gonna be, you a 2/3. You know, you a 2/3, man. You know, but that's why the Lord told us, by keeping His word, by keeping His patience, as it says in the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 10. This is the hour of temptation, right? This is the time that the whole world is going to be tested, right? But I'm gonna read this. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, and to try them that dwell upon the earth." What is the hour of temptation? Jacob's trouble. Now it's called Jacob's trouble, but really it's a time for the whole earth, right? But mainly, it's about Jake, man. It's about Esau taking down Jake and taking down the elect. They're gonna try to get the elect, but they won't be able to get the elect. You know. But the Lord during this time, man, when MOTB is instituted, when there's a famine, you know, and all hell is completely breaking loose, the Lord's gonna keep those that kept His word, kept His patience. That's what it means. What it means, when it says, "The word of my patience," those that kept His truth, they were steadfast, they was diligent, they made videos, they didn't take breaks, they went out on the highways and byways, they didn't switch up the doctrine. And that hour of temptation is not a literal hour like 60 minutes. It's just talking about a time period. You know. you know, and the Lord's gonna keep you, you know. He's gonna protect you, you know, because we're all gonna be tried and tested, man. You know, we're all gonna be tried and tested during that time. And if the Lord's not with you, man, you know, you might think in your mind that you're not gonna take the MOTB, you know, but if the Lord's not with you, hey, you gonna fold regardless. It don't matter about how tough you think you are. You know how so-called of a thug or a gangster you are. Hey, man, with the Lord, that doesn't matter. You know, that doesn't matter. The Lord is about that man who keeps his word, the man who does what he wants him to do, like when was just going down teaching and teaching the true doctrine, which the men of Great Millstone, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, hey, on down, man, they have been teaching this the same truth, you know, and haven't switched up since, you know, since they've been teaching, you know. But when this thing fully comes to pass, man, a lot of these other camps, man, you know, that's leading, you know, are leading Israel, man. Hey, man, they gonna have a lot to answer for, man. You know, because if you're not telling Jake about this MOTB, or you saying that, you know, it's nowhere in the scriptures that said it's the MOTB, well, that's gonna make them think that they can take it. You know, because you ain't really talking about it either. You know, so when that thing comes, they ain't gonna know what to do. You know, let's get this in that's the wrong scripture. Um, that's the wrong one. Salakia. What was I trying to get? Um, this is what I want to get. This is Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 21. It says, "In the word of Yahweh Shemel Shah came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth?" Right. Because you got a lot of Israelites that were saying that these things ain't going to happen in our lifetime. You know, sure, it ain't going to come to pass. But, you know, look at what's coming to pass now. What are you saying now? You know, you just had Bishop Native IUIC, you know, he said on the video a couple years back that there wasn't going to be no Jacob's trouble. Now he's saying there's going to be a time of trouble. There's going to be a time of persecution. Why is he saying that now? Because it's clear and it's evident. You know, like the scriptures say, this is one of my favorite scriptures. I believe it's in Sirach. It says, as his way that's made plain to the holy soul, their stumbling blocks to the wicked. You know what I'm saying? So if you wicked, man, you know, the Lord is not going to give you the understanding like that. He's not going to open up your mind to receive this truth, man. You know? But I'm going to get this in verse 23. It says, tell them therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shemel Shai, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, meaning a wise saying. It's not going to be something that, you know, is going to be talked about no more. As a thing that's not going to happen. But it says, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision, right? And we are at this time because this is a mainstream news media outlet. You see that, you know, the date is what, April 12th right now. So this article came out yesterday, and on this is on Instagram, but it's End Time Headlines is an authentic news source that you can use. You know, and they bring out accurate data, you know, every day, man, you know. And, you know, there's going to come a time to where, you know, like I said, a lot of you Israelites are going to be faced with this choice whether or not you're going to take it or not, you know. And, you know, when this comes out, man, you know, this is going to test a lot of you Israelites' faith, man. You know, Lord willing, hey, I don't fool. My immediate family don't fool. Lord willing, the Lord, you know, give them the spirit to resist even into death, you know. And, like the scriptures say, even what it say, if it be possible, they should deceive the very elect. So Esau is going to use a lot of tactics and a lot of different tricky, deceptive ways to get Jake, man, to get them to conform. You know, so you know a lot of you Jakes, man, y'all love cash, y'all love getting money, y'all love getting flashy stuff. Well, eventually, man, when that cash fill, man, you know there's no cash. Well, you're gonna have to take that charagma. You know, that's why the scriptures say this in the book of Romans, because a lot of Jakes, they really like this, even in the truth. They call themselves in the truth. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and the perfect will of Yahweh Shema Shai." You see that? So you gotta be able to prove what is good and acceptable in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai. And this is the main thing. This is one of the things that's not acceptable and approved in His sight. And this is the ultimate form of idolatry, man. If you take this, like I read in Revelations 14:9, you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna eat a missile, man. You're gonna burn. You know. And a lot of, well, really, you false Israelite camps that's saying that it's not what this is. The MOTB is not this. You saying it's something else. A lot of y'all going, man. A lot of y'all, really set up on the left hand side by Yahweh Shema try to deceive the masses. You know? But, we'll see, man. We'll see who had the truth and who didn't. In that time. I'm going to end off with that. I'm going to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, by Shema Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, of great millstone. And peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel and to your brothers that are out there in the highways and byways. To y'all, I say shalom. I'm going to say what, blah, blah, blah.